Welcome to a new year. Not much has changed since the last update on this video, but over the storms I had to do a couple of things to basically keep the cover down, and so I'm just going to go through things I've done but not really recorded. So we'll start off inside. So on the inside I've removed all the dash and the head lining. Some more of this sound deadening is falling off, but I can finish removing that. And then found more holes as well. I had to remove this wing because I noticed the bottom bit kept flapping in the wind, and then in doing so, as you can see, there's not much left of that to hold it actually in place, top or bottom, so it didn't have long left before it came off. Moving back, this is what I found under that wing. So nice horrible patch here. That's not welded at all, it just butts up against it. Another hole down there, up here, through into the shock mount. Around here, this is paper thin, so you can bend it down both sides and round. That's not good. Today's job really is, I just wanted to get all the chrome off it, so brought it out when I took all the windscreen glass out. I've never known to find mud underneath trim pieces, but under here there's literal mud. Also, when I was doing it, noticed the fact that the windscreen isn't even attached to the car anymore. It's undone. And then when I was removing the trim on this piece, we all knew to start with that the lamination was bad, but yeah, that's the laminated piece on the inside, and it's actually fully separated the two pieces of glass. Lift that up, there's the inner piece. Like, I've never known glass to literally fully delaminate, where if you, I don't know if you can pick up a camera, if I pull it, it starts to pull the other under a layer. Glass was cracked anyway. I think over winter the moisture got under it and actually cracked the outside, but they've come off in chunks. So I definitely need a windscreen now. So what else I'm doing today is I'm going to take this wing off as well. See how bad that side is. As you can see, the headlights on this side and the grill's out. The headlights in here, but that rust is just as bad there. So I'm going to carefully try and get this screen out, and then I'll bring you back in, but I have a feeling it's going to end up in a few pieces. Got the windscreen out, wasn't too difficult, but it completely delaminated. So that's the outside section of the screen. It's not held in with the sealant as such, it's got a putty holding the windscreen in. It's still very, very sticky. It did make it slightly difficult to get out because it seems like they've put all the putty at the top and not at the bottom. Moving around to the other side. If you look, hopefully you can see it on camera, but there's actually cotton in the seal, and that goes all the way around. So I don't know if somebody was trying to remove it in the past but kept breaking it and then just gave up trying to do it, and that's why they just left it to rot away. I need to clean all this off, of course, so I can see how bad the scuttle is. But if you go down to the windscreen, well, there's not much left of it now. That corner is completely gone, there's no lamination there. Same with this side. All where this crack is, don't know if it's coming up on camera or not, you could actually see when it was in the car, the actual where the delamination had got up to. If you're careful, I think you could separate the two pieces of glass, but either way, that screen wasn't safe to have on, so I need to try and source my front screen for an early 240 now. going back to this, it looks like the top of the surround and down these pillars, they look okay. Of course it starts to get bad further down we go, but I really am hopeful that once I've cleaned all this off, albeit it'll show that it's actually good and it's just this panel that I've got to repair. So right now I'm going to sweep up, clear up all the glass, and then start on this wing. Time to remove the wing. 2 bolts there, the rogue bolts on the inside, and then this one down here which just holds the mud flap on, and should just lift out. Yes. This one's actually in good condition. There's a dent there, but that's not bad. The main thing is the structure's good. Okay, the front bit where the lighters needs doing, as well as the actual wheel arch itself. Let's see how bad this is. Is that even attached? Oh yeah. Oh, not. Oh, a tack weld will do to hold this on. And, yeah, nothing else around there. Gone. One here. Yeah, you can see further down here. So that's just a little plate there, and that's just actually folded around it. And the sealant, there's never any weld to that. Oh, that's good to know. The rest seems alright. Well, more work. Attempted to take the light out, got the bulb off, but found out that this actual bracket is structural to the car now, because there's no panel left at the bottom. I bend it down. See all around here there's just nothing left. The actual head of the bolt is not, can't get anything on it, so I'm gonna have to carefully cut that off another day. The plan is still currently, because it's worse than I thought in places, that I'm now going to go around and disconnect all the wiring. So up here, disconnect the coil, the fuel solenoid here, sorry, up here, and around the distributor, so I can then unclip it and pull it through and remove it. It will give me time to clean it up, replace any bad connectors, and make sure everything's okay. You've got all the connections into these here that'll need cleaning up anyway, so that's stuff I can do in the evening when it's still wet outside. I'm also going to bravely take this rocker cover off to see what the cam's like. I'm not too sure how well it's been serviced in the past, but if you look at it, you can see that's not a normal cap. That looks like someone's put a bolt in it for some reason. That one's missing the domed head, but all the rest have the domed heads, I think, apart from possibly that back one there. But once we take it off, we can get a better idea of what the actual cam's like, if there's any pitting on it, and then we can go from there. I know the engine needs regasketing. You can see, I think, all the sludge down the back where it's been leaking places. I think he's now carry on removing the wiring and go from there. Propped up the engine bay now, so I can take this off. We can see what it's like. Taking the cap off, it doesn't look the greatest already, but that's just the cap, and I don't know how old the cap is. I've already loosened the back nut because that was very difficult to get into, and this one here, which I've already undone, is actually a 1/2 inch one. So it looks like, well, they've just put that in. So actually maybe, I think that's a metric one. It's definitely not for in here, but we'll take the others out. And you can join me on this journey to find out what it's like. Took all the wiring out now, apart from the engine loom, because that's actually a separate part of the loom. So you can unplug the rest of it without removing the engine part. So all the engine loom's still attached because I can't get access to some of the clips at the bottom. But also looking in the engine bay, I've just noticed the top of the carb has got loads of different screws on it, as if it's been, someone's taken it apart, lost the actual ones, broken them, because one's been, well, it looks like they've made a head on it themselves following stripping it. But we can see it later date. I'm hoping I've got some of these domed nuts from the other engines they've got, so when this goes back together I can use the correct hardware. I'm concerned about the front stud being missing, because that might mean that somebody stripped it in the past and then just not repaired it, just thrown something down it, so it might not actually seal correctly, and that might explain the oil leak. Who knows? The car's done, I think it was 120 odd thousand. Let's hope it was regularly serviced up until it was taken to a new garage for MOTs. 3 left. Hopefully this rocker cover will actually clean up okay. It just looks old. So. Last one. And the last one's on the floor. Let's try it off now. Nope. Let me go and get a pry bar. Ooh, that's a lot of silicone. All the way. Right, here we go. Well, that's unexpected. I don't think it's got the original clutch clutch master, because it doesn't seem to pass past it, unless it's because the engine mounts are so gone, which is another possibility. pull you out the engine bay because I need to work out how to get this past. It's finally off. Wasn't very easy to do, but that's the inside, which doesn't look healthy. The amount of silicone around it is unreal. It's like, and that's the same here. To try and seal this, I don't know if you can pick it up, but they put silicone down there to try and hold in that bolt. But the worst thing is, it's had a very hard life. Yeah. These are meant to just hold oil to splash up to the cam. But yeah, they're all just sludge. The cam itself. I'm not even sure if the cam's alright. Not that I wouldn't be able to pick it up on camera at all, but it's gone through the hardening. Yeah, there's a couple that's gone through hardening. Well, that was unexpected. It does run, but I've not run it for very long because of course it had the fuel link from this here. I'm gonna have to have a think. Managed to get all the electrical out. That's all now ready to be cleaned up. We need to get the heater out and finish disconnecting the heater like cables, so all that, the rest of that can come out. Steering wheel stayed in, of course, so it can be moved. You can see now this is down here. That was the repair panel from out there, so you can see straight through. And we've got more holes here that I need to clean back and see how far that goes. I think whatever that is going to need a repair as well. Still got all the sound deadening and some of the heater pipes to remove. But most of the interior is out now, which is good because it'll help me not worry about setting anything alight. Got to remove the door cards on both the driver and passenger door, but that doesn't take too long. Yeah, I think the last job I'll do is just, I don't know, I think I'll take the door cards off, but that's not for today because it's starting to rain. And of course, there's no windscreen now. So, last thing to do today, of course, is take out the door cards. They are quite simple to do. You just got to pull this off, unbolt this, same with that, and undo that. So I'm going to do that, and I have a lovely assistant.
What's are you doing?
Me? Honestly, for this car, I don't know anymore, but you'll see that later.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I wouldn't, not when you have a good look.
I do like the brown and green though, it does look good, doesn't it?
Green, brown and green.
That's brown, the car's green. Jackman's colourblind, everyone. That's brown.
I thought it was a dark green. I knew the seats were brown.
Yeah, that's brown.
Oh well, I've learned something new thanks to Mark. Apparently I have brown door cards. Because that is exactly the same colour as the door frame.
It's not.
Oh. Right. On that news, I'm going to stop filming so I can get the tools I need. Thanks to Mark. All the door furniture is out. Mark slightly helped, but not a lot. We've got a nice retro auto sonic speaker which is very 70s. The
Brown.
green door card, and then there's the door part.
Can we just please note that the door's solid?
Yeah, if you look
There's something solid on the
inside,
shelf.
the inside of the door frame's nice and solid. But it's also got side impact protection bars, which for a late 70s car is quite good. So what Mark's going to do now is take the driver's side off.
Need some shocks. Shocks are gone. Look at that.
He's just trying to break my car. So Mark will take that side off now. He's watching me do one side. So we'll see how that goes.
It's off.
Yeah, so Mark's just managed to take it off, and
Not broken, just a bit mouldy.
yeah, needs a good clean up. What's the state of the...
None of this stuff broke either, which is really good. This door's... I don't know what that is.
That's from here.
Okay.
I don't actually know what exactly that's for, but from the other side.
No, this door's not as nice.
Yeah, I can see on this corner. There it's
I
separated.
went here.
If you just... Is Mark just... Yes, it has. Thanks, Mark. There's also this corner here that you've not done yet.
That's not gone through. Oh, yes, it has.
Yeah, it's correct.
Right, so add that to the list.
Yeah.
Just want to take... These are decent and they've come apart and they're not blown. I like a retro speaker.
Well, you're more than welcome to put them in your Volvo.
Which one?
Well, the Amazon, of course.
Oh yeah, that one.
Well, it's not going to go in your V70.
That one? Can I just point out as well, these are big, massive, basically scaffold poles
Yeah, I know.
that were in a Volvo in the mid-70s, and that Rover, because we're kind of both Volvo and Mini people, didn't put in until, was it 96?
96, 98, yeah.
Yeah. Volvo.
Yeah.
Far superior.
Right. So, that's the end of this episode. Now Mark's here. We're going to get a quick drink. Well, no, we'll film the instructions to the next video, and then also we get a brew.
Mini biscuits.
Many biscuits, because he wants to inspect what I found in this video, which I think is going to come as a surprise to him, because it's not that good. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.